係咧教你點樣用個麵包機。Now, ladies and gentlemen, just because the draw's over, don't go away yet. I need all of you here. We have something very interesting to demonstrate. What we're going to be demonstrating is a bread maker by Panasonic, and we're going to tell you how it works, and they make the very, very yummy bread. And with me, I have Robin here. Robin is a representative from Panasonic, and he's going to be talking about the bread maker. As well as me, yes. Well, you know what? I'm a big believer in bread maker because I do have one at home myself.
I do
and
too.
we do use it, and it's yummy bread that we get.
One of the things that you have to understand is that when you have control over what you're putting into the bread, you're going to get very good results. One of the things that is also critical about this, though, is that how the bread is kneaded, how it's baked. And with the technology that Panasonic has put into these, you will have perfect loaves of bread virtually every time if you've got the mixing right.
嗱，我哋今日咧喺呢度咧就會講下關於我哋呢一個樂聲牌嘅麵包機。嗱，麵包機點解好咧？係因為咧，如果你去普通市場買麵包咧，你有時都唔知佢裏邊放啲乜嘢落去㗎。但係如果自己整麵包嘅話咧，你係可以自己控制晒你落乜嘢麵粉。有啲人唔中意白麵粉，佢可以用第二樣嘅麵粉。你可以落少啲糖，唔使落咁多。但係點解個機係有咁重嘅咁重要咧？就係咧，因為係個機咧做猜麵包、猜嗰啲麵粉啊，點樣整佢啊裏邊，所以個機咧都係好緊要喎，唔係淨係話放嗰啲材料嘅問題嘅啫。
One other thing that is a misnomer is that as soon as you say a bread maker, most people go, oh, well, what about dough? What about all of the other things I can do? And we were sharing some recipes earlier.
Yes.
You can get quite creative with your recipes for the dough, for the bread. Raisin bread,
olive bread, pizza bread,
garlic bread.
Yes, yes. And you can make pizza dough too.
And I gave you one of my secret specials, so I'm going to tell just my few friends here the secret. But you can actually add the pizza sauce into the dough itself, as well as cheese and some other flavorings. So not only do you get great bread or a great crust, you also add flavor to your pizza. And it's simply done just by putting equal amounts of, if you're adding some fluid, take a little fluid out. If you're adding some more dry goods, take a little bit of dry out. It's not rocket science because unfortunately for me, as I told you earlier, is I'm the guy who's doing the bread at home. So it's got to be pretty simple for me to be able to do it.
I think so. That's what I'm like too. 嗱，咁我哋咧整麵包咧，除咗可以控制我哋自己放咩落去咧，亦都可以自己加料嘅喎，同埋咧可以自己加樣嘢減樣嘢。譬如我哋正話同阿 Robin 講咧，我哋可以整呢一個 pizza 比薩麵包咁樣，咁我哋將唔好落咁多水，就落呢個 pizza sauce 落到個醬，或者我哋可以減少啲唔落咁多鹽，又落啲第啲嘅調味品咁樣，即係麵包機咧有一樣就係咧，尤其是我哋喺 BC 省住嘅人咧，好多都係好重要好即係睇住我哋嘅健康嘅。咁啊，而家加拿大咧個個都好注重呢個健康食品樣樣，自己整麵包咧就可以呢樣啦。譬如你可以自己加唔同嘅嘢落去咧，係幫助我哋食好啲啊，消化好啲啊，樣樣嘅。
One other thing we have to mention before we go any further is just how much more healthy you can eat when you're making your own bread. You control the ingredients yourself, so as we have some examples here with the types of bread you can have whole wheat, which is my favorite, white. If you have allergies, you can control what you have to put in too. You don't necessarily have to put eggs into your dough. You can control the type of butter that you put in, or margarine, depending again. If you want to have those good fats or the bad fats, you can control that as well. The amount of salt, the amount of sugars, all that can be controlled because you're making your own bread, which a lot of people don't realize is very, very simple. The simplicity is key.
嗱，咁我正話已經講過咧，除咗就係健康，因為好多人咧唔中意食白麵包咧，但係而家你自己整麵包咧，可以落呢個麥粉嘅麵粉啦，用麥做嘅啦，咁啊或者可以我唔中意牛油，咁我可以用代牛油啦 ，margarine 啊或者第二樣嘢，咁同埋咧你中意乜嘢加乜嘢，唔中意乜嘢可以減乜嘢，最緊要咧就係咧你 你自己控制，因為有時咧如果你去買麵包咧，你睇佢嗰啲有啲乜嘢性咧，你都未必睇得明嘅。我知道咧，我成日睇錯嘅添。咁 you know what, Robin? I find another thing I really like is the time.
Yes. One of the things we were talking about earlier, remember, is that needless to say, one night you forget that you have to go buy bread and you don't have any at home. The timer feature on this functioning machine is very, very simple. All you do is put the mix in, and whether you're in a real hurry, it's under 2 hours and you can have a loaf of bread. Or, if you want to plan ahead, you can put the timer on and it'll be ready for you to wake up to fresh bread smell.
That's right. 咁我哋正話講開咧，就係咧最好咧就係時間啦，因為時間亦都係你自己控制嘅。我記得咧，我哋成日咧半夜11點幾啦，12點啦，哎呀冇麵包，聽日 pack lunch， 咁你走出去買，有時啲鋪頭唔開，但係咧你有個 bread maker 就唔係啦，呢一個咧就係真嘅故事嚟㗎。我哋買個 bread maker 就係因為點解咧？臨瞓前將所有嘅嘢放晒落去，咁你可以校時間。第二朝早一早起身，哇！成屋都香晒新鮮麵包味。咁但係如果你話你真係趕住嘅話咧，就好快咧可以熟喎，2個鐘頭咧已經有新鮮麵包㗎啦。如果唔係咧，你臨瞓前整咗咧，第二朝我擔保你咧一屋都香晒。
The balloon was very excited about that.
I know, yes.
We've touched on all of the key features with this model. One of the things, again, I'd like to stress with you is that all of the things that we've been able to control are things that you can put in and forget. One thing, if you remember from what we were talking about earlier, is that the other feature that we have on the top of this is a nut or raisin dispenser. So, do you want to dress up your bread a little bit more? Throw in some of your favorite nuts. One of the things that I throw in mine are flax seeds and pumpkin seeds. And as you start to make the bread, you realize that it's missing when you don't have it in the bread. So this is able to let you put it in exactly when it's necessary.
Oh, that's a new one there. Mine doesn't do that. Oh, wow！ 呢一個新嘅機咧，仲有一樣仲特別，就係譬如我哋正話講過啦，譬如你整麵包唔係就係咁簡單，淨係麵包喎。嗱，我中意食提子麵包，或者咧可以整呢個橄欖麵包啊，或者有啲人咧中意落啲 flax seed， 因為咧食咗好對腸胃好啲啊，甚至乎咧落啲nuts 啊，乜嘢都得。但係咧，如果你話你整嗰時落咁啊，梗係最好啦。但係咧，我哋有時突然間唔記得咗，或者想加咧，佢呢一個咧就有個新嘅，你可以揭開個蓋咧，整下嗰時先至加落去都可以嘅。That is a very nice feature.
It is. It's a very good feature. One of the other things that we talked about earlier too is that with the speed that everybody is going at nowadays, is that it's nice to be able to do something for yourself, which you can do with the bread maker, is make something nice and healthy and good for you. You have the control. It gives you control of your time as well.
Right. And like I said, we were using it as gifts to go to other people's house, bring 2 loaves of fresh bread. It's kind of silly, but they really enjoy it.
Well, coming from back in Saskatchewan, we find that a lot of people like to make their own bread, and they've got their own special recipes.
Right.
So I agree with you. Is that it's what you want to do is bring bread along. It's the tradition of breaking bread, and what better way to do it
That's right.
than break bread with
嗱，咁我哋正話喺度講咧，即係最好就係自己整嘅麵包咧，就係樣樣咧都可以自己控制啦。咁同埋咧，我哋話有時而家啲人咧個生活咧係好忙碌，要呢樣要嗰，但呢個咧你可以一早咧，其實10分鐘你可以將所有要做嘅嘢抌晒落去，冚埋個機咁就得㗎啦。咁啊，我哋自己嘅經驗就係咧，我哋去人哋屋企，有時以前帶蛋糕去啦，自己整蛋糕，但係有時咧而家發覺最容易咩？整2條麵包，哇！個個都中意新鮮麵包又香。
One final thing, I just want to underscore the strength of the brand, obviously, but the motor itself that's necessary to do that kneading, it needs to be a good, strong motor. And Panasonic is one of the best manufacturers of good, strong electronic motors that will knead for a good, long period of time. That's one of the reasons why you still have yours and I still have mine, is that it doesn't quit. It just continues to knead and knead and knead.
嗱，咁整麵包機咧，佢最緊要咧，佢係佢個機咧嗰個摩打。嗱，摩打咧，你個機如果個摩打壞咗咧，你就乜都整唔成㗎啦。咁 呢個樂聲牌咧，大家都知道樂聲牌咧，我哋細個由細到大都有個 National Panasonic 就全部係樂聲牌嘅。咁佢呢個摩打咧係非常之好，又耐用又襟用又實淨㗎。所以你話買一個機係雖然好似好少一樣嘢，但係其實個摩打係好重要嘅。所以睇牌子咧就係好緊要啦。樂聲牌呢個牌子咧係個老牌子，同埋咧佢呢個摩打佢做好多第樣嘅嘢，我哋知道佢係有咁嘅信譽㗎。咁所以我哋今日咧就介紹呢一個咧就係樂聲牌呢個 Panasonic 嘅 Bread Maker 整麵包機。
Thank you.
Thank you, Robin.
I think we've touched on all of the items, and if you have any further questions, just come on over there.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Robin. 咁我哋咧多謝 Robin 咧花時間上嚟幫我哋咧解釋呢個麵包機。嗱，佢咧今日個檔位咧就喺嗰邊。咁除咗麵包機咧，佢哋仲有好多其他嘅嘢㗎，當然。咁大家咧可以有咩問題都可以問佢。咁有佢另外有位哥哥喺度咧，又講中文嘅，又係解釋得非常貼切㗎。咁所以大家咧可以去睇下佢樂聲牌嘅貨品。多謝大家。Thank you, Robin.